KaetheDoll. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. I'm so happy to see y'all again. What's going on? What's up? Okay, what's new? Okay, yes, you read that title correctly. My aunt called me a bitch. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Just let me tell you what happened, okay? If you are a returning subscriber, you probably have seen some of my other story times about my relationship with my family. We ain't gonna speak on that because we on the same page. But if you've never seen me before or any of those story times before, hi, my name is KaetheDoll, and my relationship with a lot of my family members has been strained for a long ass time. It's a shit show, it's a dumpster fire, and it's a zoo, okay? A whole ass zoo out here. Nobody's acting normally. It's ghetto, okay? But in particular, I have this one aunt that has never really seen it for me, okay? She doesn't really see it for my sister or my mom, so she don't like us like that. And that's okay, you know, in the words of Nicki Minaj, watch your mouth, okay? And she's okay, you know, I'm not that type of like weirdo that I can't act cordial or whatever. But I know when somebody don't like me, and you don't have to tell me twice, don't tell me at all if you don't want me to react. You feel what I'm saying? Okay? So she's definitely one of those people that you just like, I know you don't like me, but you also don't have to talk to me because like, I ain't tripping. Like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? So, if you're new here, you probably don't know that my grandfather owns a grocery style store. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. Like you can get groceries and also he serves hot food. So this particular aunt that I'm talking about was the cook at the store for a long time. Now, I leave my house that's like 40 plus minutes away to go down to the store and help everything go smoothly, handle business behind the scenes, and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? So I was seeing this lady every day at one point. Every day. When she was working at the store, she no longer works there, by the way. Another story time? Okay. But she no longer works there, but when she was working there, I was seeing her every single day. So you could just tell that it was just eating her up, like to have to act semi-normal because she's not well versed in that area. Now my aunt has a nasty, sour, ridiculous attitude. She's always had a bad attitude for as long as I can remember. Like that's just who she is, right? So my issue was I don't really care how you feel about me. I don't really care how you feel about my sister or my mom or anybody here. I just need you to do your job, and you can go home and talk shit about me. You can go home and just really give it to me. You know, all the shit that you wanted to say in person but wouldn't, you can go say that shit at home. But do your job, okay? That's all I want from you. Okay, that was a problem. She's one of those people, like I said, her attitude is so sour and nasty. She's one of those people, she don't like you to tell her nothing. And even if you're saying it in a very nice way, like not how a person with a business should talk to people who are single-handedly ruining their business. Like she wants you to not say nothing at all so that she can do what she wants to do and she can run shit. No, ma'am. If you don't know, you'll find out. Kay is not that type of girl, okay? I need the job to get done, and anything after that is no longer my concern, okay? So with that being said, I had a huge issue with the way that she treated customers. It was so nasty and so rude for no reason. So nasty and so rude, okay? I just didn't understand why she had to come every day. She never could be pleasant, never could smile, never could do anything like that, right? And like I said, she's the type of person, she don't want you to say nothing to her, even when she dead ass wrong. So I had like found little passive ways to be like, oh, okay, you know, it got so bad, like I had to start acting as a personal buffer between her and the customers. When I had to start doing that to the point where I don't even want you to talk to people like at all, it's a problem. Like you just doing the most, right? She was always doing the most. I'm talking about rolling her eyes and ignoring customers and getting slick and getting smart for no reason. I had a problem with that. After so long of just making sure she had no contact with the customers whatsoever, which was ridiculous for me to do, but I did it for a long time. It got to a point where she was slacking on other stuff, right? So we would place orders for the trucks to come with everything that we need for the store to go smoothly every single week. All she had to do was write down what she needed off of the truck. What do you need me to order? Write it down and I'll get it, right? She couldn't even do that. She couldn't be bothered. She could not even be bothered to write down what she needed. She was the cook, right? So it got to the point where she was purposefully running out of stuff because of laziness and because she just did not want to do her job, right? So she was running out of stuff, and it got to a point where I was like, well, the truck just came. Let's just use an example. The truck just came yesterday, so why was it not on the list so that it could have came on the truck yesterday and you wouldn't be out today, right? Now we got to wait a whole week and tell people for a week straight that we're out of this particular thing. What sense does that make? So it got to that point where I'm like, okay, I'm getting fed up with this. Just say you don't want to be here. I came so close to telling this lady on multiple occasions. I can't even count how many times I almost told her, if you do not want to be here, you don't have to be here. You can hit the door, get in your Honda and go home. Ain't nothing wrong with Hondas, y'all. Nothing wrong with Hondas. They're good cars. But I was finna tell her, like, you can get in your Honda and book it up the street, because she lived literally up the street, right? Just laziness. Just a horrible attitude.
Unacceptable!
Sorry, y'all. I can't even tell this story without cracking up because it's just so ridiculous and stupid. So one day, she was out of a whole bunch of things that she needed to cook with. So how are you going to show up and you don't even have what you need to cook with because you didn't put it on the order list, but you're still showing up to get paid, right? The math ain't even mathing on that. Like, if you don't cook and do what you're hired to do, you should not get paid. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, so one day she's out of a whole bunch of stuff, but someone asked for burgers. So we always had this thing where we cook burgers fresh. Like, that's kind of a rule. You need to do that, right? Nobody want no burger that's like old or whatever, or like sitting up there from when you cooked them this morning. Like, who wants that, right? So we always do the burgers fresh. She always did them. She, for some reason, hated to make burgers. She could not stand like cooking burgers to order. So it would get to the point where a person would order a burger and she would just get so disgusting, like making little comments, like really just pressing it. You know what I mean? You pushing it, you're pushing it. So she would push it all the time. So this particular time, I'm like, I ain't got time for this. Like, you're gonna do what you're supposed to do, or you're gonna hit the door, get in your Honda and go. Okay? Up the street. Anyway, so I'm just like, I'm looking, she keeps saying things, she keeps slamming pans down, like, and I'm just like, what is the issue? What is so bad about that? Because it's not like you got 1,000,002 things to be worried about at this point, right? She gets so upset. So I just had to tell her ass about her nasty attitude and how that, like, that's literally the reason why people do not want to come back. I'm that type of person. If I come somewhere and I get some poor ass service, I don't care how good the product was, I don't care how good the food is, I'm not gonna want to come back there. I'm not gonna be tongue wrestling with nobody. Like, why am I going through that? I could see, like, if I was being totally ridiculous or totally like inconsiderate as a customer, but she would just have that type of attitude with anybody, even the most polite people. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. Like, so I had to tell her, after letting her go on, I'm trying to like let it roll off my back like a duck. I'm trying to let it just go ahead. I'm trying to let it flow like a river, and it's not working. My personality is like, I'm not gonna give you no inch, so you ain't gonna take no mile. Like, I was so over her this day. I had to tell her how she was so nasty, and there was no reason for being that rude, like, whatsoever. Do y'all know that this lady getting mad, she gonna say, well, you don't know how to talk to people. Did I just tell y'all I didn't even talk to this lady? Like, I didn't even talk to her and say the things that I should have said as a person who's supposed to be there to ensure that everything is straight at the store. So how the hell I don't know how to talk to you? How don't I know how to talk to you? This is a common pattern with my family, right? So they want to believe that you think that you're better than them. You just so, like, they want to believe that about us so bad. And when really we would give you the shirt off our backs and they know that, which is why she had a job at the store for so long. But hey, I digress. Anyway, so yeah, she tells me, you don't know how to talk to people and I don't have to put up with this. So really what it is you don't want nobody to say nothing to you and you want to be in here like a damn sourpuss all the time. Like, you want to make customers uncomfortable to the point where they won't come back. You want to do what you want to do and not cook what you're supposed to. That type of stupid stuff. If you expect to get paid, expect to do your job. One cannot happen without the other. So it progresses, of course, to the point where I'm telling this lady, like, hey, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here, but you're not going to talk to the customers any type of way and make them uncomfortable, nor are you going to talk to me any type of way. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. So if you would like to walk, just go and walk. But don't expect me to sit here and let you say all type of stuff like insults and just nasty stuff under your breath. Who do you think you're talking to? So she literally, y'all, she goes and says, I don't have to put up with this. I'm like, then don't. You can leave. Go. She walks out of the kitchen all the way to the door, the front entrance of the store. She walks all the way to the door. But before she walks out the door completely, she says, you bitch. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm a whole lot of things. I'm a whole bunch of things. And a bitch is one of them. But that's only if you piss me off. You know what I mean? She had no right to call me out of my name, period. I'm a whole bunch of things, but a doormat, I'm not. I'm not a doormat, okay? You're not going to walk all over me and say what you want to say to me at any given time. Like, it's not going to happen. You're dreaming if you think that I'm going to sit here and let you call me a bitch. So I'm like, my mom don't even call me out of my name. What the hell make you think I'm gonna let you do it? The girls are delusional. The girls are really delusional, okay? We're dreaming out here. If you think I'm about to let you call me a bitch, you got another thing coming. So I make my way up around the counter. I make my way around the counter. And I'm like, what was that? What you said? So now she's running. Now this lady is running. Do not call me out of my name after I have bent over backwards to help you and keep you employed. And that's on some real shit. I'm bending over backwards to help you when you have been hanging us this whole time. So who's the bitch? Like, who you talking to? For real. Like, so y'all, she's running out the door, right? As I'm making my way around the counter, she's running out the door. I said, what you said? Like, what did you say? Who are you calling a bitch? So luckily my granddad was outside on a machine. So she's running like she gonna tell. I'm sorry if you heard that. So she's running outside like she's gonna tell him. And I'm just like, no, address what you said. Like, address what you said. Stop running from me. Because at the end of the day, nobody's about to save you right now. Like, I have been way too generous, way too nice, way too lenient on you for you to turn around and say some shit like that. Girl, you got me fucked up. So I'm literally like running after this lady pretty much. Like, she's running just that fast, like outside, I guess, to get my grandfather so he could like be a mediator. Hell nah. Like, you can go the fuck home, but I want you to know that it ain't never gonna be a time. You don't have a half of another time to call me no bitch. Ever. Like, y'all, I was so heated about that shit. I was so heated about that. Y'all don't even understand, because it's just like, it's layers to it, you know? Like, to have an aunt that hates you, she's always hated you. She also hates your mother. She also hates your sister. And she don't really see it for your granddad like that, but that's her freaking brother. And that's the only reason why she act a little like okay with him. But it's like, it's just like stupid. So yes, y'all, in the meantime, my sister was there in the store. So the whole time she's looking at this lady like, why are you barking up this tree? Like, do you know the bear that you're poking right now? Like, why are you being so disrespectful? Like, my sister's looking at this lady like, can you please shut up? It's not even that you're right. Like, no, you shouldn't be rude or anything to any customers. Like, what's wrong with you, right? Y'all, by the end of this, when I was running after that lady, my sister was running after me. My sister had a brand new pair of shoes on. She literally ruined those bitches trying to stop me from getting on this lady's ass. Like, at that point, I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're so hostile for no reason. Like, no reason at all. Anyway, I told y'all it was a zoo. I told y'all it was a straight zoo, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. That's the story of my aunt calling me a bitch. Oh, let me just say this. So she left for the day. Then she was calling back. Obviously, like I said, we were trying to help her. Then she was calling back, apologizing to my grandfather for calling me a bitch. Do that make any sense? You might want to be apologizing to me. I don't give a damn. I really don't. Like, you said what you said, so stand on it. But the least you could have did as a more than grown-ass woman, like, you're literally, you know, you're up there. The least you could have did was said, like, okay, I didn't have to do that. Like, I really didn't have to call you no bitch. I'm sorry. My emotions got the best of me. You know, on some grown shit. But nah, like, the hatred for someone will make you, like, do shit like that, you know? You're completely out of line, completely wrong, and you can't even bring yourself to apologize. This is a damn zoo. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh